Alrighty. Howdy neighbors and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last time we got an evidence, question mark, for trial day number 1 for the Seal Samurai. And we're about to head in trial. Let's do it. Oh, of course we're going up against Esworth. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will assure the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is possible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. Let's see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe the case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? Is it? Because I don't really know what is happening. This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate of the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past there at the studios. How come the welcome... I just noticed this. How come the welcome sign is not at the main gate? It's like a weird placement for it. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people there. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. After lunch with the victim, Jack Hammer went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. So we jump ahead later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to begin a rehearsal. They say the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. Now, who is this guy? I'm pretty sure this would be Penny, but who is this guy? The samurai spear, found lodged in the victim's chest, was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Better listen to the whole thing again. I think I got it. I think I probably remember that. So the murder weapon was the spear. How medieval. Samurai spear. A spear was found stuck at the chest of the victim. They do not have real spears on set, though. There's no way they would have a real spear on set. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Hello? Will the witness declare her name? Oh no! No! I hate it! I hate it so bad. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie. No need for you to be so embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Look at him. Miss Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just call me oh my god. Never mind. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. Those will refrain from rambling on the stand. Let's get into the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, it was. To get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. Sure is one hell of an old bag. Witness testimony. Witness account. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing some run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because I saw a certain man walking right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, a man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination, witness's account. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1. I'm gonna press. So until that time, anyone who wanted to could get into the studio? Well, there was a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. I need an employee keycard to get in. Right, that keycard that I have. So what she's saying is no one who was supposed to get in there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? Old Hammer and the rest were doing some run-through there since the morning. I'm gonna press everything, just so that way I can get all of the stuff. A run-through. And we're working on a scene between Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon. And we're to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon. I was in his dressing room sleeping. He was supposed to be practicing. They were laid back hero. There was a run-through in the morning. Why did you only get there after noon? I had some errands to run that morning. Oh, tell me stuff. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers. Observing, you know. Observing. We're just supposed to be at the guard station. Whippersnapper. Which I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. Not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway. I always watch Hammer's... Oh my god. I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow. I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. I could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, I was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. Again? Did you see the victim then? I see you, poor old Hammer. Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before he got back to the guard station. What happened next? I was at the main gate from then until about 5. So you're watching the whole time, no breaks, not even a second. Of course. I'm a professional, you know. You're criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper. I was just after seeing you eating those donuts at the guard station yesterday. I watched the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Sniper whapper. Sniper whapper. Old windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't we raise an objection? The witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? The murder happened at 2:30 p.m. Right? How do you know that? I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts, and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job. Oh, Edward. Poor Detective Gumshoe. Getting ratted out by the security guard. You're toasting to me. A certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. 2 p.m.? You're sure? Sure as spit, ew. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. No. Look at your skivvies in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers. Man headed right there, and he headed for the studio. Here's Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny. Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. Where are you? Objection! Let me get this straight, Oldbag. Miss Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? You're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? Other than Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Did your mom teach you any sense, Sonny? I can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't! Look at his face! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. What? I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. You have trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. Prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed the photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, Colonel. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow. Well, the windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's see about your proof, then. Witness testimony. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through at the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at the picture. You see him dragging his leg. See, clear as day. That's what I knew was Powers. Happy? No. Because I am clumsy as hell. I'm just gonna say that right now. If I have hurt my ankle to such an extent, I'm not dragging it behind me. Instead, I'm propping it up as best I can with the other leg. And if I have something that rolls or I have something long, I'm using that as a support, which goes on the other side. So that way, I can shift my body weight to the object itself instead of where the pain is. So I think this guy is a fibber. I think this is a lie. So he sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine your witness. She's gotta be hiding something. Oppress her until she squeals. That's how I've been doing this. Examination, the man of the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Hold it! Oh. Whippersnapper. I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is in the straight and narrow, the up and up. Today, always one. Mr. Wright. Yes, for all of our sakes, try not to upset the witness. Yes, sir. I think Edgeworth has met his match. That morning during the run-through of the action scene. How long was the action scene in practice? Which person had the run-through? Well, let's see. It was Powers. He is the Steel Samurai. The poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? No, she was off moving backdrops around and such. You should see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall? Yeah. I think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. Help make it better. Ugh. No. I kissed him or hurt. No. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where's the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning the backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. Let me continue your testimony. Broke one of the props, so it's a big mess. He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. The samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as significant detail. Better write this down in the court record. Samurai spear, the murder weapon. The break at the shaft was made and mended with duct tape. Really sprained his ankle pretty bad. Mr. Powers' ankle pretty sprained? Not as bad that he couldn't walk around. Went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. You know, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot. Okay. I think we've heard enough. How new, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me. Which is... where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. Oh, it sure is. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? So the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. Suppose that's right. Are you sure, Your Honor? Object. Hold it right there. We keep track of possibilities. We have to agree that this person... we have to agree that this person shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. Defense is the point. I also wonder if someone else, not caught on camera, could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Tisk. And allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Mr. Your Honor. The witness continue his testimony, please. No need to ask twice. Witness testimony. Witness's account continued. Why didn't we do it in the beginning? Why are we playing this game? M'lady. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before them was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. No. No, you wouldn't, because Studio 2. You don't need to go by the what's it called? the main gate if they were in Studio 2. Because I really think that the head coming off in the tree, I feel like it was deliberate. And the lack of blood splatter is really getting me. I think someone was in Studio 2, and they did that. Well, if no one went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examination. Witness's account continued. My report, Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., Drew. Why do you keep forgetting? How did you know that? No, just explain. Gave donuts to that young detective. Then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, you told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts. The only person I saw by the studio before then was Will Powers. No, you didn't. You're absolutely sure. Oh, quite, Sonny. No suspicious looking to pass by at all. You were suspicious looking, right? No one else went there. How about before you got to the guard station? Even before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? You want us to answer the question. Anyone go to the studio would have to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. Let him have it, edgy boy. Oh, you'll get him, edgy boy. Edgy boy. Oldbag, she has balls. Oh, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. That matter entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. Okay, I think I know what it is. I think it's Studio 2. I need this, and then guide map, and then ba-bam. Ah, no, it's red. Your Honor, today contradicts evidence. But it's right. What do I have? Hammer death, pierce you the chest by a spear. It would be this. Because this is the main gate. And if they were over here, then he would be walking over here. Whoever was in Studio 2 can intercept. And say, hey girl, stabby stab, and then take them over to Studio 1. While someone is walking this way in the Steel Samurai gear. That's what I... Oh, sorry. I am dropping everything. Goddamn. That's what I think happened. Anyway. The person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. I almost went there. If I had, I would have seen him. Alright. I'm gonna do this again. Suspicious looking. This guy was suspicious looking. I feel like I don't know. I don't know. What can I do? Everything is wrong. Oh, suspicious looking. But clearly this guy is. Okay, it works. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. The photo was taken to the camera at the gate at the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer at the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know. If you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. This very computer printed out this photo. But on the back of the photo, printed out the words October 15th. At 2 p.m., photo number 2. And I commented on that, and I wrote that down, and I totally forgot about it. Yeah, but I know what that means. It was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held the data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1? If it really was the only photo. Order. You tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1 but 2 people went to the studio that day. However, there's only data for one of those photos. They could have erased data from the other photo. Only someone with access, security lead herself. Huh? Oh. Watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The person I saw that day with Will Powers. But the camera at the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. One would... No. No, it doesn't. So maybe he didn't go by the first time. What if he went back to be the Steel Samurai for a minute? It's gonna be completely wrong, but what if? Well yes, that's what it would seem to mean. So let's explain this to the court. I don't understand these newfangled computer things. It's your boy help. Huh? Wait, I want you. I don't know what this means either. I hope you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Anything the matter, Miss Oldbag? Oh, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Oh, yes. I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. Even the judge is over this. And his testimony of the other person. Every day after I finish guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. How to think of it. I remember throwing out one photo that day. This Oldbag. This is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, honey. I only just remembered it. Alright, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I guess this was a turn for the unexpected. Or I kinda expected this. The other person. Every day, after I finish guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Other job? That's right. Check out the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of those photos that that security camera takes. You back up all of the security camera data. Well, they keep telling me to, yes. Those computers are just so frustrating. How many photos are there usually? On a day we're open to the public, we get more than 500 people. Now, filming days or rehearsal days, we don't have much money. We never get more than 50, and that's a big day. To back up all security camera data. Keep telling me to, yes. Computers are just so frustrating. There are any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. What quantifies suspicious looking photo? Yeah, how exactly do you determine what is suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces. For the most part. For the most part. It's a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch the suspicious looking Will Powers' photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. But leave it now. I remember throwing out one more photo that day. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Still samurai fanboys. Or freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals by gosh knows where. I was hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside. And well, that's where they get in. Coming through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and? They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids. So in the photo that you erased. Oh, the boy. Probably second or third grade. What? Order. Let me get this straight. We saw two people pass the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was still samurai dragging the leg, and the other was a boy who looked to be in around second or third grade. Oh yes. Well, we see his type there every day. It's the other. Can't catch him. Or second or third grade. I assume it would be hard. Not impossible for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Possible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. And we're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. October 18th, 11:08 a.m., District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 3. I'm actually going to end this episode here. I feel like we did a lot. We got a lot done. So, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.